Hello, welcome. It's Al. It's December 2020. Holy cow. I am dressed in my holiday finest. In real life, anybody who knows me knows Halloween is my gig. So this is as Christmassy as I could come up with. Especially considering I'm really not in a festive holiday place lately. 2020 has been such a I honestly, I don't know that there's a word to describe what this year has been to so many of us, and that's globally. That's not even just here in my little neck of the woods in Southeast Wisconsin. Dear friends and people I don't even know all over the world have experienced a very difficult year, and present company included. Last week we lost our baby Louie, and he was 12 and a half years old, and yeah, it's been pretty hard for me. And this is the first time I actually shaved in a week. First time I've actually felt any kind of anything in a week. So I thought, you know what? Let's be a little festive and let's do the Zodiac readings for December 2020. And of course, you know, I like to do them, the Zodiac readings for every month, with different decks of cards, different medium of cards, oracle cards, tarot cards, Lenormand, you know, stuff like that. And I thought, well, what am I going to use for December? What am I going to use? Well, December, for some people, it's very Christmassy. And I thought, you know what? Just go with the deck of cards I received for Christmas one year from my mama. And they have very quickly become a hard staple in my tarot deck corral. So we're going to be using Tarot Nova. It is illustrated by Julie Pashkish and produced or published by Running Press. So the cards are very simple. They're very the artwork is beautiful but basic, so you still get full-blown meanings with these cards, yet their artwork is easy and simple. So you're going to love them. I love them. So I wanted to share these cards with you for this month, for the Zodiac readings, and then, of course, every day for today's tarot. So let's get started. Enough yammering, Al. Shut up. Let's see what we've got going for each of the Zodiac signs this month. I'm going to pull one card for each Zodiac sign, and that's going to be your focus, or maybe kind of like your heads up, or we'll see what happens, okay? And I shuffled in 3. I'm cutting in 3. Not that that's a hard and fast rule, because it's not. You can do whatever you want to. But that's just what I'm doing right now. And first up in the lineup, as always, Aries. Let's see what Tarot's going to tell you. Knight of Cups reverse, Aries. Okay. Aries being the first zodiac sign of the zodiac. A lot of the time, Aries, you tend to not be able to see past what's in front of you. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not harping on you, Aries. But what I am telling you is, because of that, or on that note, with this Knight of Cups reverse, I really want you to focus on pulling away from your emotional self. Meaning, pay attention to other people's emotions. Pay attention to other people's feelings. Tap into that empathy side of yourself. Meaning, what are other people going through? Focus on that. And I think that will help you create an emotional breakthrough for yourself by focusing on what others are experiencing, okay? I know that might sound like a little bit of a weirdo thing, but I think if you pay attention to the world that surrounds you, you can break through for yourself as well, okay? Taurus. Taurus. December is about the opposite of Aries from what I just said. This, with the Hermit, Taurus, you need to completely close yourself off from the world. You need to do a reflection. Pay attention to what's going on around you at this moment. And then where would you like to project yourself for 2021? This hermit is carrying, like a snail, carrying his shell on his back. And so home is wherever you find it. However, home, wherever you find it, is also your sanctuary, a place where you can kind of like shut down and just be with yourself and focus on who you are and focus on how you want to explore things. Okay? So it's a month of reflection, Taurus. Gemini, that's me. Gemini, this feels and looks so good. 7 of Swords reverse. How we apply this to ourselves, Gemini, is focus, like Aries, on the world that surrounds you and figure how can you learn from that to amplify yourself. I want to say truly when it comes down to it, Gemini, this card is saying, don't believe all the BS that you tell yourself. Don't believe all the things that you're feeling and thinking. Now, granted, of course, those things do come from you. So 9 times out of 10, a person does believe those things. But we're not doing that for this month, Gemini. What we're going to do is we're going to pay attention to the outside world and find ways that we can break through our own limited thinking, our own limited communications, our own limited actions. Okay, we're going to break through that this month. Cancer. Oh, nice. Cancer, you've got King of Cups. And so with the King of Cups, Cancer, it is about the emotional connections. It's about how you feel about yourself and how the world that surrounds you relates to that. It does feel like this is a month where you can actually allow yourself to love you and shower the world around you with love. This card is all about comfort and security and safety and lifting others up because you are in a good space. Now, you might immediately say, Al, I'm not in a good space, so what are you talking about? If that's the case, this card says, go out of your way to care about others. And that by itself can be a feeling that seeps into who you are and allows you to emotionally lift. Okay? But this card is about high emotion in a good way. Not like, but like, ee. Okay? That was weird. I don't know what that was. Leo, oh, nice. Leo, 8 of Wands. Get ready to turn it up. This card, you're in your element, Leo. Now, mind you, Leo is the summertime. It's August. It's September. But you know what? You shine during the holidays, especially the festive Christmassy season holidays. That's where you're happiest. And this opportunity to express that with the 8 of Wands, everything's going to go like lightning. And if you allow yourself to enjoy the season from today until just past January 1st, It's going to go like lightning. This month is going to fly by for you, Leo, and you're going to have the best time ever. But I do want to point out, in the middle of this card, there's a clock. So I kind of want to say, take a tip from Cinderella and know when to call it a night. When midnight hits, sometimes it's best to just go home, okay? Leo, I think you might have a little bit of issue with that one, but learn when to call it a night. Virgo, Page of Swords, Virgo. This is a good month to express your truths. Now, your truths, Virgo, may not be the same as my truths, or even the same as the people who immediately surround you, your immediate and intimate circles. But the thing is, if you're feeling like, or you're thinking more to the point, because the swords are about our communication and thought process, if you're thinking about things that you've got to get off your chest, this month is the time to do that. And I do think that on that note, you end up being able to create this free flow, open the floodgates communication style. So you're a lot more, so you're more likely to share and give and speak, even if your ideas don't match the person that you're having conversation with, okay? Start opening yourself up. Let things out, okay? Libra. Love it. 7 of Cups, Libra. This card is about choices. You have choice. No matter where you are, no matter what the situation is, no matter who's involved, no matter what the thing is, you always have a choice, even when it doesn't seem like choice is possible. You either can do the thing or not. You can fight against it or not. Either way, decision is in your lap and you make the choices. Do know, especially with this kind of depiction, every decision, you're walking a fine line. So make sure you really think about things before you actually create the action behind the thought process of the choices. Okay? Not always easy, but I have faith in you, Libra. You can do it. Scorpio. Scorpio. 2 of Cups reversed. I think the biggest thing about this card for you, Scorpio, is being that this is a festive time of year, like December, it feels to me like there might be a lot of happy going on. And when it comes down to it, you might not be readily festive. I'd say if you want to be in that mode, that's okay. I'm not trying to shake you free from it. But what I think you need to do is politely let your world know that you're not in that space and that you're bowing out or that you're pulling back or that you need space because you're not in that festive vibe. And that's okay. It really is. But don't let people wonder what's going on with you. Express what you're thinking. Express how you're feeling. And let people know that you're not in the best space. And that's all right to do. It really, really is. All right. So you can still be surrounded by the people that you love, but gently let them know you're not there for it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Major changes on the way this month, and it does feel like it's a good thing. I do think Sagittarius, with this specific depiction, you see the skull is coupled with angel wings sitting on top of a hourglass. I'm looking right at it and I have no idea what that dang thing's called. sitting on top of an hourglass with tiny little butterflies floating all about. So the thing is, I think those tiny little butterflies are the afterlife of the caterpillar. And it feels to me, Sagittarius, like you've been crawling through life like the little caterpillar, and now it's time to blossom. Sprout your wings. I think that's what this is supposed to be. Now, the hard part about it is, well, Al, it's the death card. Yes, but if we look at the physical and metaphoric life of the caterpillar does die, but it's transformed into the butterfly. And so, yes, a death does occur, but it becomes something else. It becomes something different. It becomes something that is kind of along a freeing kind of thing. The caterpillar is the crawler. It crawls along the ground. It crawls on the branches. It keeps its feet firmly planted on the ground. But when you're ready, Sagittarius, you get to completely transform and leave that feet on the ground kind of idea behind and allow yourself to fly. And with beauty and with grace, because butterflies are extremely beautiful creatures. And now it's time for you to change into what you're supposed to be. Okay? So I realize that change is scary, but I do think something wonderful is going to happen through that, or Sagittarius. So, Capricorn. Capricorn. You've got 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, especially in this card and this artwork, I feel like it's hardcore draw the line, pull back, disappear from the world kind of thing. I'm not sure. Now, this kiddo looks like he's been through the ringer and he's really feeling it like, oh my God, I can't believe that all this happened. So if you're pulling back because of negativities or moments of like being down, that's okay. It really is okay. We all need those moments where we can kind of just sit back inside of ourselves and just kind of like wallow in that darkness for just a little bit. For just a little bit. Do not live there. But it is okay to spend the night a couple of times. Okay? So here, Capricorn, I think it's about you doing those moments of pull back, but please, please, please do not get lost in that space. Being that this is a boat, make sure you throw anchor before you hop into your boat and allow it to just drift as you please. Because you do need to keep that anchor. Now, mind you, you don't see that here, but that's because the anchor is on the other side of the boat. Okay? So make sure that even in the moments where you're feeling blech, you just make sure that you keep your foot or your anchor in the real world. And don't lose sight of that, okay? Aquarius. Aquarius, you've got 6 of Cups. So with the 6 of Cups, Aquarius, it's about the emotional connections also, but specifically because it's a 6. 6 is a family number. You need to specifically tune into family vibes. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to party with family because we still are in, a pandemic, but I do think that it's probably not a bad idea to make sure that you check in on your people and allow them to check in on you, quite specifically. Make plans for when we come out of this, this darkness, out from under this gray cloud. Because look, there you are. You're sitting back and you're kind of like remembering like, oh, the way things used to be. You could just come and go as you pleased and you never had to worry about anything. And now we are in this space of like, ooh, okay, pause, give me my, remember the thing used to be, give me my 3 feet, give me my 6 feet. But start planning. Tap, keep in touch with your people. Keep in touch with your circles, and plan for when the clouds clear and you can physically be involved with people again. Okay, because I know you miss that. We all miss that. But somehow, Aquarius, it feels like it's hitting you just a little bit harder this around this time. Not sure. Okay. All right, Pisces. Pisces, nice. Honestly, Pisces, I want to say this almost looks like a Christmas tree, if you think about it. So this is, this card I like to call the farmer card. In a traditional tarot deck, it is a farmer standing over his crop, with his gardening tools, and looking at his crop growing and maturing and feeling proud of that. Here, I see a Christmas tree with a beautiful star on the top. So I want to say, how does that idea relate to you, Pisces? Spread love, spread joy, spread your own specific brand of holiday cheer. And no matter what your thoughts are, no matter what your spirituality is, no matter what your beliefs are, everything that people believe in at this time of year, quite specifically, there are all kinds of celebrations, Kwanzaa, there's Christmas, Hanukkah, I know there's other things, but it all of it does have an undercurrent of love. That's what this time of the year, as far as I'm concerned, is supposed to be celebrating. Love for each other, love for ourselves. And so no matter what your spiritual practices are, no matter what you believe in, this card is, if you nurture your world, you'll be able to gather together with love, whether that's physical or whether that's virtual. Okay? Nurture your world, and beautiful can't help but grow. And that's evident with this Seven of Pentacles. Okay? Alrighty, everybody. Thank you. That was the Zodiac readings for December 2020. I, like a great many of you, will be happy when this damn year is over and we come through on the other side. I truly, I was okay. I really was okay with everything that's occurred in my own corner of the world until last week, Monday. That was one of the hardest moments of my year. And I still feel absolutely horrible about it. But I am in the space of, I walk through my house, and every single room in my home, my baby Louie is right there. And I'm trying to find my peace with that. I'm trying to enjoy that room that I walk into and the experiences that he and I shared together. As a matter of fact, in my tarot room, which is my tarot office, he would sleep in here. Even when I wasn't in the room, he would come in here and he would sleep and he would lay down and he would just relax in here. I swear, like, he totally understood that this room was supposed to be spiritual sanctuary. And he just came in here and he relaxed and he just enjoyed himself. And 9 times out of 10, if, I was wondering where he was, I would come in this room and he'd be laying right next to my altar. So yeah, I'm trying to move forward, and it's taking time. I firmly believe I'm never going to be healed from it, but it'll get better, I think. Yes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just like, blah. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate, no matter what your spiritual practices are, no matter what you believe in. I love each and every one of you. And I miss all of you so much. And big hug. Great big hug to you all. Love you guys. That's the Zodiac readings for 2020. Make sure you check it every single day to watch today's tarot. I realize I have completely fallen on my butt as far as today's tarot and my daily videos are concerned, but I will do better this month. I swear. Bye, everybody. Bye.